Right, folks, so in this video I finished off my high poly axe. So you can see I've got some nice texturing on the blade. Feels like a kind of stone axe, and then I've got in my wood grain effect. I've kind of leveled off the bottom as well to give it this kind of like it's been a chopped piece of wood on the top and the bottom. Still a nice kind of soft kind of beveled edge to it, but I'm really happy with how that's come out, looking good. So I've combined that all onto one mesh, and I've made a new layer using this button here from selection. So once you create a new layer from the assigned selected objects, and what this will do, it will create a new layer for you. I'm just going to delete that because it's just here, and I've renamed it High Poly Axe and hit save. So as you can see, if I just delete this layer too, tell you what, let me just delete all the layers. And do it from scratch. So once you've got your object selected, if you do new layer from selected objects, and then you can see it's on its own layer. So if I just save this as High Poly Axe and hit save, I've now got my High Poly Axe. Now I can't use this in the game because take a look at the amount of faces and tries that are on here, far too many. Okay, so when we get that into Unity, that's about the same level as a kind of normal character, really, when it comes to tries. So we can't use that in the game. But what we can do is create a simpler version of it, which we can then apply all this detail to. Now, this is retopology we're looking at here now. This is about making a simpler version of it, which we can use in our game, and then we're going to take a snapshot from all of this and bake the textures onto it. Now, a really good method for doing this is using the quad draw. And what this allows us to do is almost draw over this surface and create a simpler version. Now, what you have to do this is use the live surface. Now, this means that our tool will snap to whatever surface is selected. If I turn this on, I've turned this on now, and it means that our tools will all snap to the object that we have selected on here. We have a live surface, so all of these constraints, all the transform things, and all the tools that we use are going to be stuck to the surface of this object. That means that if I create a quad draw now and draw on this point, this is like me trying to draw a vertex basically. So if I were to let go, click and drag up here, let go, rotate around, click and drag right here, let go, click and drag here, let go, and hold down shift in the middle, it's going to create a vertex for me. It's going to create a face. Now the way this works is that we can go along, click and drag up here, and drag up here, and then hold down shift where we want a new face to be inserted, and we're going all the way along our axe, adding in faces. Okay, so I'm clicking and dragging, holding on shift and click, and what happens is that you end up with a simpler version of your mesh. If I just show you the move, let me just turn off soft selection. If I show you what's happened, we've actually got a new series of faces there. Okay, so what I would do is then, if I just put that back, go back to quad draw, I would go all the way around this and create a simple axe structure, which I will create a UV map for. So I will continue this, going up the axe, holding down shift, and work my way all the way around. What you can also do is use holding on here and holding down tab will allow me to pull it out this way. So I can pull them out, I'm holding down tab, and it's actually snapping for me as well. So it's clicking and attaching itself to the other face. So I can actually go all the way around here, bring it around until I've got a full face going all the way around. So what I will do now is just go all the way around, create a basic mesh, and on the next video hopefully I'll have finished this off.